Hey everyone, today we are making Makima from Chainsawman. Let's begin. So to start off, we'll be doing the blocking out portion, and yes, unlike last time, I was actually able to remember to put it in, so yeah. But basically, this is just taking a bunch of subdivided cubes and matching them up with the reference image, kind of like a outline, just to get what it looks like. Now, I'm aware there are reference images out there, or better ways to get them, but for me, I kind of just look them up, or I just use a generic reference with kind of putting their face over it, and kind of just taking off from there. Now, I'm aware this isn't the best method, but hey, it gets the job done. Next, I just sculpt it, and this is where I give it the detail and fill out where it needs to, just kind of giving it the curves and smoothing it out. Moving on with the face and the head, what I did with just like the others, I take a vert and extrude it, tracing the face along the front and the side views. Then move on to the eyes by tracing it out and fill it out by extruding on the inside of the face. I put a subdivided cube behind the face to start making the head, and I moved on to the body to start retopologizing. Yay! Anyway, after that, I went around the body and then moved on back to the head. Now, it's okay if you want to jump around a little or take breaks and come back to something if something isn't really working out or laying in correctly. I've had to do this multiple times on all my projects. There have even been times where I was sure I was doing something completely correct, but it just wasn't working. I would literally turn it off, come back a few hours later, do the same exact thing, and it would just work somehow, and I would have no idea, but hey, that's probably user error over here. After that though, I go to finish the body and roughly do the feet, but I end up deleting them because I'm going to be making shoes anyway, so it doesn't really make sense to have them. But after that, I end up smoothing the face, and how it came out, well, yeah, I had to fix that, which I do. But next I move on to the eyes, and I add more rings to have that spiral effect Makima has, and honestly it just made life easier down the road. Now is the hair. I made the scalp and used paths as the strands. Now I tried freehanding it, but I eventually used the reference images to help me line up the bangs, and then as I went over it, I moved on to the braid. I made a braid in the past, so this wasn't too extra for me, and I was able to get it done in, a fair amount of time, which allowed me to quickly move on to the hands and attach them. I added clothes and added a tie the same way I do with all the other clothes I've ever done, just kind of duplicating portions of the body. Put the color on and realized I forgot to make the ear, so I quickly made that, threw it on, so I was able to move on to the shadows and the outline. Once done, I put the bones on and generated a rig and tested it before putting everything on. I put a sphere and an image texture on for the sky and made buildings and roads for the landscape. Now, I wanted to go a little extra with this, so I had an idea for the background, and it's something that happens in the manga, and I kind of had these figures move up and down, but that's as far as I'm getting with it, so don't worry, no spoilers, you can be at ease, other than what it looks like, but I don't think that's too bad. But I put the colors on them and I moved on to the animating portion. I kind of wanted to do a POV shot like with how I did Itadori. Go to my Instagram or TikTok if you want to see how that came out. But this time I kind of wanted to have like a chain extend and grab you and pull you in while she looks at you, and honestly I was able to do just that. Honestly though, making the chain and getting it to how I want it animated was a bit of a challenge, and I had a bit of a learning curve. However, I was able to get it done, and with putting all this stuff together, here's how it came out. Now that was my attempt at Makima. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I had a bit more going on with this than what I normally do, but I have to say I'm really glad on how it came out. I would appreciate if you guys liked and subscribed, and if you guys want a video at what I make next or want to watch this without my obsessive babbling, then you go to my Instagram or TikTok under the same name and you can support me there on well. I would greatly appreciate that. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.